it has happened.
That stuff is demoralizing though, for sure.
You almost have to be strategic on where you
It's like when I
if you wanna
joined
be able to
Valorant,
provide some of
like
that
when I
smoke
switched from
value,
CS,
'cause, yeah.
people were like, oh, you can coach and like do whatever you want in this game, and I'm like, oh, cool, that sounds awesome. And then we actually go ahead and do it. Like I actually go ahead and try the shit, and then it's like, seems like the most difficult thing in the world.
He almost
What is Shy doing?
but Moose, rightly so. It's caught with a knife out.
Okay, crew on defense, C9 on attack.
No real way.
They're waiting for Oxy here. They heard him.
Oh
I like this
my
comp from
goodness.
C9, doubles controller,
These risky plays.
like
They're
Clove
giving
and
Crew a
Omen.
chance back into the rounds.
They're all funneled into Worm though. I mean, this is going to be really difficult to get through. Maybe the utility will be enough.
Oh.
This feels very reminiscent to the pistol that we
Whoa, okay.
Like look at Crew's comp, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like this comp is
This
ass
is what the comp can do for you.
because
When
all these
Clove and
characters
Omen
are basically
still
just
alive,
worse
even if
versions of
Clove
themselves from
dies,
last year.
Right? Have infinite smokes, it feels like.
Does no one else feel that way?
The Fnatic one?
Yeah,
So in
like
the
this
post
comp
round,
is
you're able to get the spike planted.
terrible.
That's where you'll
Right,
shine.
I was
We already see it so
I was
far.
talking about this
How are
comp
Crew
not
gonna
being
play
good for
against
like
this?
a whole year
You're gonna
until
see them
Loud
trying to
finally
fight
beat
for
Fnatic.
more
Trust
space
me,
and
I
aggressive.
was the one
They
flaming
do
this
not
comp.
give the
It's like
sights
you
for
just
Like you have no playmaking potential because like you have no flash. Like not having a flash limits your playmaking like entirely.
I think it took a long time, man, for teams to work out how to play against this.
Well, and when there's mirror matchups of this comp, but people are literally holding like up-down setups, and you can't even peek because you have no flash to like counter it. You peek with like a prowler or like a satchel, that's like all you got.
This will be a free site, a free spike planted once again. And
Their defense is gonna be super tough. Like I don't know. I think C9 has a better chance. Like for this map.
Just one this time in the hands of Kesmet. And then classics. No armor, no real investment.
I think as much as the comp shouldn't work on paper, like it's like we've seen the best it can be though. They really like Fnatic really nailed down. As much as I don't think the comp should be good, I think they really nailed down how to play it. But
Yeah, I mean there's
do
really
also
good
think-
ult combos.
Yeah.
I say that he still gets punished.
Only one found.
Crazy that it took like this whole year to get the Odin out.
Yeah, literally.
This has gotten messier than it should.
I don't know, I like Clove as a character. I feel like having the ability to aggressively lurk and not worry about your life like makes a big difference.
Disaster for Cloud9. He cleans up Kesnet. I believe he got 3 in that round.
But I know why people don't favor it.
I'm so impressed with Crew's approach to these.
I think it's like
retakes
map
and
dependent.
Even their, their executes on the
All
attacking
map
side,
dependent.
especially like coming.
And like I
from
think
the
you
last
can
map.
gamble more, and
They're
people maybe
taking
don't
their
gamble
time.
enough.
That's what I'm impressed about.
Yeah,
Normally
people
you
definitely
think of
don't
this
gamble
team
enough.
Crew and all the aim that they have, they kind of can.
Who was who came up with
and
your
that's where they
Haven
get
comp?
picked off individually, but the cohesion that we're seeing this time around in
Well,
playoffs,
in all honesty,
looks-
we scrimmed the team.
is reminiscent to
Uh,
the
Stole it.
on last year.
Yeah, and they completely shit on us, and we were like really bad on the map. I won't say which team it is because they're still playing.
That's so good.
And we don't know exactly what they did, but we just did like what we thought was good with it. And
Now the spike's out no man's land. You've got one player close
yeah,
by.
like
It's
I just
Vanity
thought the
with
stall
judge.
was like really good
Very
from
familiar
the
weapon in
fade
his
and the
hands,
deadlock,
Oxford.
and the fact that York could
Oh.
over-rotate on Haven, which is like a really big
And the
map.
sleight of hand gets him another kill.
I just think we just executed poorly.
Repositioning
Like
now,
in
manages
scrims
to
it looked
keep up the
fine,
fight.
but in the match like G2 did like
Now it's a 3v2.
a good
the
job
way of
exploiting
defense.
us.
Bro,
That's just so
G2 are the kings of
ridiculous
looking
being
at a
able to
comp and
jump
just
into the
going, this is what
smoke
we're gonna do to wreck
Still
it.
convert a
The
kill
best of
there.
it.
And you see on the mini
entire
map, the red
world, I think.
circles, the range
Like
of
playing
each
against
Yeah.
a new
smoke.
comp and going, this is its
Yeah, so at
weakness.
least
Yeah, I mean it probably also helped that they got the first blood like at least 4 or 5 times. in,
Yeah,
like,
you
10
guys were-
seconds.
you guys did send it mid.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. By the way, I think something that these pro teams have realized, and I said it when I was meeting Deadlock. I think Deadlock combined with Cypher is insane. I think when you,
It's pretty annoying.
but I also think something that pro teams haven't found out that I also said back then was Deadlock paired with Brim is insane.
They win
And
this.
I think Clove isn't the play with Deadlock. I think Brim pairs with Deadlock way better. And like the poppiness of the smokes, the molly with the C's, the molly to filter people into the Deadlock ult, the fucking Brim ult paired with the Deadlock C's. Dude, I have a clip where I seized a lobby on Haven on a default, got 4, and my teammate Brim ulted 4 people. Like,
That's a pretty good combo.
it's a fucking. If you're gonna use double controller, I don't know why one of them wouldn't be Brim if you have a Deadlock. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think Clove's that good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't think that.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. I can see the arguments to why people don't want to Clove. Like, I don't think it's bad, but there's definitely like options why the other ones are better.
Vanity's giving it after this. Look at him.
I mean, I only ran
It was
Clove
sick, though.
because I think that it led my player to be more aggressive and like go for more risks. And we were a team that lacked playmaking. So I wanted to like open that up for my team.
From the side of KRU are worried about this because they see
Yeah.
that smoke come out or they hear
Now,
it,
I
should
also
say.
think like I could say all of that, and the reason why like I didn't run comps like this when I was on 100 Thieves is because there's expectations versus reality. There's Valo plant versus like what is actually happening in the ranked servers that people get reps on throughout the day. And Clove is a highly picked agent right now, and thus even though their abilities aren't as good as like what I just mentioned, the fluidity of it all might make it better to the eye, you know, like and how it appears. And that's the case for a lot of the picks in pro level play. Like, it's just, you know, it's gonna be hard to overcome someone with fucking 10,000 hours on Jet. Like, doesn't matter.
Literally.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
You're talking about the
insane.
fade eye?
Yeah.
I like your deadlock brim theory though.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I-
Maybe add a fade in there, depending on the map.
Yeah.
Be even more solid.
That was actually like Deadlock C's is goated because it's huge, but I mean honestly the parry.
I mean the pillar was
that
blocking
scene
it,
is
chat.
crazy. You just pick one.
Of the poles there. And
The pillar was blocking it.
to his advantage. That was insane.
Imagine we'll get a look at it one more time as KRU calls a timeout. Yeah, what is
I think
this?
Brim is the most underpicked agent in the game, by the way. I think people don't pick him because he's a fucking boomer and he has loud footsteps.
Oh, like big hitbox?
And he's just not fun. He's just so basic.
Or supposedly big. Not actually big.
You as well. A lot of them crumble in that.
I just think like he's not a fun agent. He's just like you open an iPad, you click like.
They're always busted. Oh, for sure, they're always busted.
I like the stem. The stem I feel like is like super useful.
The fact that you can just drop 3 20-second smokes. His smokes are better than the other controllers. They're not fucking hollow. Like,
Oh yeah, it's like hard to run through.
yeah, like he's so underutilized just because he's boring. Like,
You know what would be fun in this game? Like you go for the pure content team, right? So you got like all the famous people, you got like all the big streamers, you got like FNS Som, you got like Scream, you got like everyone with like who's like a big streamer. Then you get like me, we get us three. We'll all do it coaching wise, and we just do the maddest comps. No one cares about winning.
I would rather you guys be the head coach in that position. I don't know if I want to
Yeah,
do that.
me and Sean just get flamed out. I'll be the head coach. I'll take the full front. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm down to be like the assistant analyst. Like not even an analyst.
Take the backseat.
Yeah, and rightfully so. They need to stop the.
that sounds like one of those fucking days where like
It's not out of their hands
I have a
either
fake
at this
passport
point. You
ready
have
for if it all
ultimates
goes
coming
bad, you know?
on both sides.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm ready to just never come back ever again after
What can he do with this?
it all goes bad.
Heavy aggression towards A.
Okay, big
Immediately
round.
denying some of that space.
Big round, chat.
4-0
Pay
start.
attention.
4-0.
And in a lot of ways, they're kind of funneling Cloud9 towards C here.
Yeah, Cloud9 are okay with this. They tap that B revolving door. Try to feint pressure that they collapsed on the front.
I feel like I have seen this KRU
Moose
defense
invested
like a
one of the
million
mollies in front
times.
B as well. Extra pressure there. That's why you see 3 members.
Just
so
because
far
the
who are
comp has
stuck
not changed at all.
behind that lurk smoke on B.
The map hasn't
Put
changed.
an alarm
Everything's just so
bot put
predictable.
Within that smoke, so KRU shy, making a good
Oh,
adaptation.
lurk
to
smoke
that
from
feint
B
pressure.
on Lotus?
Heat's
What?
high, I believe should be up here pretty soon.
How
They used
about?
it at the very beginning of the round. Now they're starting to lean
Dude, the
back
woman
A.
flash is nice,
Vanity
bro. Wait, the woman flash hit everyone.
That I was just mentioning, and so we're starting to see a lot of this delay again
Done.
for Cloud9. We're 45 seconds left into the round. They have a little bit of room, or they just try to
Bro, just get
overwhelm
out of
A.
there, you're
They
fine.
worked
Oh,
against Meltzer.
someone mentioned in
He
my
has to take a
chat, but
step back.
I guess you'd like
while all
Sentinels
that's
bind then,
happening,
or no,
Vanity's
Sean?
trying to lurk
Because they
timing
have
on
Brim
the
and
C.
Deadlock.
He will sneak his way in.
But I think no Viper is
TA,
kind of
you
troll.
hear that?
I don't think John played the Deadlock very well when I was watching them last week. But they had some good ideas in here.
Oh my god, they're messing up these rounds, man. They're killing me.
And so Cloud9, with just a few seconds left in the
I
round,
feel like no
finds
Viper
space.
on bind is
They leave things
very
open to
devastating.
Who was a hero
Like
for
way
KRU
makes the
so
defense
many
way
times. The
easier.
Reds popped
Yeah, so in
the
that
fight.
comp,
from Rooney.
I gave G2 tons of fucking credit after that game for how they played against that deadlock. Was fucking insane.
How do you do this?
Oh my goodness.
No, they play the map very well. Their defaults are good.
Bro, KRU back-to-back their buy rounds, they messed them up so badly.
I just feel like when there's no short A pressure at all, it makes everything much easier for whichever team is running it. Or that is running it.
Yeah. Did you notice how like the way G2 approached that attack half was fucking
That is so sick. Just every time ending B, no Viper wall.
yeah.
Pressure over towards A because
They literally did it in reverse. When the deadlock moved to A, they did the same thing in reverse.
Yeah,
Like they fucking sent a they implanted like a lurk on the deadlock site. They hard hit the opposite, drew the rotate super late round, and then they TP'd into the deadlock.
I love
when the wall was
how
down.
everyone's like G2 is like the boring team, but like honestly they are. But for like the minimap watchers, the 1% of people that are minimap watchers, it's incredible.
They are.
Oh, you
They're a
disrespect.
good team, but I feel like in America's Lips is still better than for the reason that they have like they just have more raw firepower and their like the playmaking is like what wins them games. Like you can play really perfect, but you're gonna need like that one guy to like, have a lot of have those pop-off rounds, like when you're back against the wall. I feel like Liv has that more.
They've invested the Nightfall too and the Paranoia.
Like Aspas and Tex, like they pop off a lot, and then when it's not them, it's like Mazinho and like King.
And that confident approach. Call to arms might be a sign of success. Kesnick falls, Heat does too, and it's just the Sheriff now. In the 1v3, the first target not connecting. Zeppo with 3.
Bro, this is one of the most devastating games for KRU. Mess up that third round, you mess up that fifth round. They just messed up on both of their buy rounds. Number advantage, now it's just a done game.
I was the biggest KRU fan ever. I still am a KRU fan, but it kind of hurt me a little bit when they cut Klaus.
That was a bit random, no?
I mean, I get it. I think he was like the worst statistically in VCT Americas. It's just.
Oh, really?
In like stage 2, I think, whenever they did it, when I looked at it, yeah, like dude, I just loved how they built their team. Like there was like the dual IGLs with Klaus and Meltzer. I felt like they had full map control in their defaults, on like vision on both sides. I could feel the calls. They had a star duelist in Kesnick. They brought in like a star Sentinel and Shy, and then they bring in Heat to like back up Kesnick. I thought they had everything. But then the meta slightly shifted and it moved away from like double controller, and it became more punchy, right? Like this double initiator shit is like way more punchy and skill based in my opinion. And having like 2 IGLs like that didn't seem like it was something they wanted anymore.
It relies more on firepower. That's what I've been talking about with this whole like meta at the moment. Like you can just do bad calls and get covered up by the fact you got double flash.
Yeah. So like I get it. I get why they did it.
They've chosen right almost every single round so far, Doug.
You think there's a world where they ever bring him back?
Well, that is an absolute shot, by the way.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I laughed.
I feel like they might like the meta would change in a different direction, or if they don't feel like this roster was meshing that well.
Oh, Vanity's sleeping, bro.
So now they're gonna wait this thing out, and now they can push their way forward.
It's kind of fast, but
cautious now. Heat.
This is a slaughter. Like
no real place to go. Meltzer can't really get out of there. He's still stuck.
I don't even think these rounds have been like that competitive.
This is the best I've seen C9 look on attack of Lotus.
A little bit of utility dropped, and this is so
somehow Moose is gonna get like 2 here.
Can they try to hold things out as much as they can?
Yep, exactly.
How's this guy? He's the opposite to me.
Rooney had some
big just bless everything. Crazy.
The smoke goes down. The bullets come through. Rooney gets Cloud9 another.
It's just cooked.
And that's a Rooney who had a really rough last map.
Dude, I've been streaming for 2 years. I never get anything like that.
This time, stepping up huge for his team. Wow, that's a crazy shot.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's so hard. Oxy with
this
the
is Moose's series.
As well. And then that double swing right there. This is nice proactivity, nice calling so far from the side of Cloud9. Game plan is in full effect, and they're up 7-0 on this attacking side. KRU, they can't have anything work And now look, now they decide to fight C-Mount, but it's a fast A default. KRU they can't catch a break right now.
This feels like some of the pistols.
That's okay, they can go fast behind.
At the beginning of the half.
But early info.
Remember how many times
What is
Lotus
this?
was
Viper
able to
smoke.
find a couple of kills from this very moment again. I think about the haunt round. And Moose is in the exact same
Dude, it's
spot.
such good delay, but
This time he picked up his turret though, so
they
might
they
not
heard
be
him,
ready
right?
here.
Oh.
They're doing their due diligence though. That Prowler will fish him out, but he still gets one?
Jesus.
Not able to find much more. So that has been
just a
dealt with.
god, isn't he?
Yeah,
And
like
a weapon
what
in
the
the hands of
fuck?
Melser.
He was a good
See if
pickup,
they're able
man.
to convert that into anything else.
He's always been
just
very
works and
consistent.
he always gets his one.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Traded back and forth.
Wait.
Stuck
Wow,
on the other
Killjoy
side.
really?
Oh boy.
It seems like they're all going to be huddling into
I don't know
tree.
about this.
They've got to have a decent idea of where that is. Oh, they're going to pass right by each other. Vanity getting active with it. Only traded 1-for-1 though. Heat's on the tap. They still don't have any tree control. They've got Wingman.
They handled it well with Wingman to spam off the back. It's cool.
This is such a, I mean, borderline.
I feel like that
impossible
Killjoy is
situation.
pretty bad, no?
Ah, bro,
Like,
it's just desperation, yeah.
what, I feel like you have to take backside and hold inside of the
I
heart.
only
It's
like it if
that.
like they have
The
him planted
proactivity
for
from
door,
Oxy in that
or
moment.
if like you can get it
Yeah, he
stairs
gets
obviously,
punished for it,
and
but
they can't
we kill
spam
the player
stairs.
and drop because of it. MTA gets
Yeah.
taken out.
Like
The best ult would
getting
be
one
to
here,
take
that's criminal.
backside, like right where that letter
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
like,
with the new-
and
the
ult in
new-
the cubby.
yeah, the new low
Found
cubby.
out, like such great
Yeah.
value, independent of whether or not he was able to
But
find a
the
kill.
time would be too far ticked by then. Like they might have,
So
they
it's
probably
like
would have just
Rooney
lost
and Seppa
anyways.
in these post plants, they've been so good in tandem.
Yeah, I'm worried they're not going to get
Chemistry
him
between these
the
two players
rounds.
is really showing on
Even the
Yeah,
rounds they
compared
look
to
like they're going to
timeouts
win,
on
they
half,
throw
it's
them.
probably
Or
chalked.
the,
in those post
I've
keep
been
just
there.
giving him like a free
In
kill.
the previous round, it was Rooney and Moose.
Potter can do it. Coach Adam can do it.
So Rooney's stepping up
Is that the
huge on this
metric
map.
now?
Maybe a
Yeah.
mental reset for him. A fresh start. That goldfish memory could be so
Do you think
impactful for players in
either of
moments
these
like
teams
this.
could win
That's
champs?
what Josh was
Either,
saying.
both of you
Sideshow
guys.
was saying on the desk, like,
No.
you can't,
Hell
when
no.
this is where
There's
your
no
season
world where they make a
potentially
run.
is, you can't
No.
really think about what went wrong
Not
on
this
that
world.
one.
I
Maybe a
think
different
you
world.
could get a
Look
4.
forward. You have
I
to
think
think about what's
the
next.
peak everyone
Maybe
plays
a
the
lot of
best. You get a
nerves in
good
that
run
first
for.
half and et cetera. You flush
Burn
them out,
handshakes all around at the
becoming
coaches
locked into
table.
this.
I agree.
Now you're
Haters rise.
10-4-7,
Haters
something
rise.
that he was
Yeah.
doing on the
I'm just
previous
being
round.
realistic. Like fuck.
Answering
They
back
hate us
already.
because we tell the truth. They hate
Yeah.
us
Still
because
yet
we
to
tell the
find a
truth. over.
round on this defensive side of Lotus, and they're gonna need to scrap anything they can get right now. And it doesn't have to be pretty, Doug. They
That's
just
not a
need to get
crazy
on the
take, I
board.
don't think, though.
Otherwise, we're just gonna be breezing on into Haven.
The second timeout has been burned. KRU find themselves down 8. Cloud9 looks so comfortable here. They've got a considerable amount of money to work through. That's certainly not the start they were
Jesus.
looking for. That high hit so many.
Oh boy.
He's gonna pop the ult. But Zeppa's close.
No
He doesn't know he's in.
way,
No
man. Oh,
fucking
it's
way
so
that
dumb.
happened.
At least the rocket went off. Zeppa's not able to stabilize.
They
it
have to win
anymore.
this 2-on-2, please. For their own sake.
It's all up
Get
to
around.
Heat here in a,
Ooh.
in a 1v2 on this side of the map. Melzer will be able to get with him here, though.
Loose on the swing.
Damn,
He gets
crispy,
both
man.
3 on the round for him.
All
as
right,
KRU
if they can
finally
do that every
finds
round, then
success.
they can win.
And there it is. It's like I said, it doesn't have to be pretty.
And it wasn't.
It was heroics from Heat in that moment, but sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you need one player on your team to step up for you so you
Hey,
can
it's
get
all they
fired up
get.
and get into the game. But yeah, these tiny micro mistakes, like Cousin not clearing out, Zeppa there close right. A lot of things are slipping away from KRU right now. These are things that we didn't see them messing up on that last map. When there's so much at
Dude,
stake,
to
you know,
reset them, they have
elimination,
fish ult to get
your
over
season
towards the
being done,
site.
not making champs.
Low vault to win the afterplant stuff.
You
Oh
start
boy.
forgetting the little things that got you here.
They do have a little bit of a buffer, but you're right. Depending on how this map goes and the next, the streak could be broken. KRU have attended every single champs. And that is now in jeopardy. An alarm bot keeping them back from B. You've got a couple of guns, a firing squad watching over it. And Rooney's already dead. Pops the ult. Now
Oh.
the question is, do they try to take this fight? That was not an assist, so that
They don't
ult is
1,
still
2,
in
3,
play.
4.
Now
Didn't
he
hit the
finds it
raise,
on
sorry.
Heat. Meanwhile, Melser trying to do his moves
Oh,
backside.
did hit
He
the
can't.
raise.
Plant committed now. MTA has this pit. He's been holding on to that thing for a little while too. As they invest the Thrash, they're going to clear all the way back into sight. Rooney dead. MTA detained.
Oxy gets ult from that, yeah.
One more round, Oxy with the ult, and it's sitting
Wait,
top.
he got the guy at the back
That's
with the
another
fish ult?
one
I
for
didn't even
Cloud9.
realize.
Disgusting mechanics from Oxy right there at the end, and a disgusting use
Well,
of Thrash.
I mean, that's the half pretty much.
He wraps it back
Got
around.
straight
Not
up
only does he
reset.
clear out all of heaven, so they don't have to worry about that angle whatsoever, but he wraps it back around and detains 2 people with that. Seppa's been having a hell of a map so far in terms of his mechanics and utility usage. I'm super impressed with him so far. And a free cleanup right there at the end.
Definitely had no idea that other
Global
guy got
put to good
stunned.
use as
I
well,
don't
right,
even think the
from
fish
from
did.
Rooney.
Yeah.
Like, I
We're
don't even
seeing
think
the value of
Zeppa
this double
did.
controller. We're seeing how good Clove can actually be on a map like Lotus.
They're so convinced that whenever KRU are under an eco, that they're just gonna push.
Yeah.
And I mean, the truth is they've done that seemingly every round. We talked about how they hit at C so many times. This time, I mean, look at Cloud9 still have a couple of members in spawn.
Yo, chat. Are you
Yo.
on the
So
sneakers?
smart to play reactionary on these
Yeah.
type of rounds when you're doing it default on that attack.
You like singing a lot or what?
It's AGF. Thank you for the
yeah,
prime, bro.
definitely. I'm always in the market.
I appreciate you.
Down to look at some.
What he's doing to him.
I just want to know your thoughts on up here real quick. Follow.
Open up a double feint if you want.
I thought you were. That's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, no, dude, I always walk my dog, and these guys always compliment my Jordans. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Respect.
I don't think that breaks.
Oh, it's gonna take
Let's
a little
see.
bit more
Let's
than
see what
that.
these
It's
are.
gonna go off, and KRU are forced to scatter and try to get out
Oh,
of the
these look
site as
nice.
best as they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are really nice.
I've been thinking about pulling the trigger on
Super
those.
aggressive smoke in the water
That's a good
as well
price for
with that
this.
detain. So now an extra layer of
Yeah, you
utility needs to be used in water or a double swing.
What size are you?
But it's
Are you
these
like
post-plant
10s?
scenarios where Cloud9 have reigned
11?
supreme all map
You're
long.
11?
Yeah.
This has been a problem the KRU have
That's a
not
good
been able to
price,
solve.
220.
I don't really know how you do it with the weaponry they have. 2 Guardians, 2 Sheriffs. I mean,
Do
that's
you
gonna
fuck
help
with like
matter, but
Yeezys at all? Or you don't like
one of
those?
them's now just sitting harmless
No.
on the ground. But that might be where the
That's
real
a
fight
damn
I'm not
shame.
really
is.
into like shoes a lot,
Sprays, too
but
steady, it's too
I've been wanting to get a pair of Kobe's for like a
Cloud9
long
gets a
time,
10.
and I really
Even
like
with all that
these.
commotion onto the site and people fighting together.
Can I show my chat,
They
or-
just had Moose sitting in the back of Mound just AFK playing his
You don't care,
volley
right?
lineups anyway.
Wait, what? Oh no, I don't
Euro?
care.
Nah, we got
Yeah.
UK sizes. We don't have Euro
From the
sizes.
side of Cloud9. And
We get the
early
same,
on in
I think,
half,
as
we
them.
were actually punishing some of the proactivity, but now it's just
My
night
clothing
and day for
faults
the
similar
first,
to my
like,
food
couple
faults.
rounds,
Man, I
first
don't
few
really
rounds of that.
care, man. I used to when I was younger. I don't care
I think
about what
the
I wear
way
too
that
much.
KRU lost that bonus
As long as it
round
like feels
against Cloud9,
nice,
the
it's not
2v5,
itchy or whatever, bro. I'll
absolutely
just wear it.
obliterated their mental. Yeah.
Like
And
I
they
wear
have not been able to bounce
trackies
back whatsoever.
That is difficult to
pretty much
navigate.
every other day.
You have mixed
We even saw
reactions from my
those
chat.
wanna be
so-
comfy.
glimpses of the
Unlucky.
players' faces and reactions on that
Unlucky.
last map, but they were able to bring it back.
Oh, they're going to try to crunch this around Mound. They've got a Paranoia on one side. They've got a swing out from door. Shy finding his 2, but Zeppa a little bit better. Finding 2 of his own.
Liquid has good
Moose is
match,
not
yeah.
exploring
That's
at all.
nice.
The only thing keeping him back, he's cleared him. Now they've got to know where he is, and Moose just drops him. Oh,
Oh,
no way.
oh, that's a
He hears
freebie.
him. He knows he's there. He's dead.
Jesus
So
Christ.
wrecked him.
That's so cringe.
It's just
Oh.
so chalked.
Heroics. How do you
What is
1v3
poor
through
Kesnit supposed to do in this situation?
You've got a couple before you. Vanity commits
Get
to the
one
spike plan,
kill
and he
closer
never
to
even gets a shot to fight back.
Fucking
One
the end of this
most
game.
Dominant attacking halves.
This is over, bro.
Penguin, not yet.
Ever seen.
What fucking happened by Cloud9? What happened?
Seriously.
Bro, I'm telling
Telling you,
you,
this,
crew
the comp
messed
is
up.
dog
Like,
shit.
he's on fire.
Crew messed up, man.
That
Third round,
worked for
fifth round,
Moose, too.
it was bad. It was
Using
like
that fight wall to
4v3
his
back to
own
back.
advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I
MTA
just feel like
had
it's
no idea.
so hard to capitalize
It's
off this
absolutely
fucking
ridiculous half so far from Cloud9. We're going to throw it to
off
a quick
this
break,
comp,
and then it
the
does
crew
break
one.
down
Like,
what
I
they
do
saw.
like,
defense
yeah.
rounds.
I do
One.
What's
Going
up?
to the tournament.
What's your,
He hates you.
what's your Haven comp here, dude? Dude, Sean hates him. It's crazy.
Yeah, sure.
What's your Haven comp?
My
on
Haven comp.
Yeah,
worry
I
about
know
it,
you got
it's
something
fine.
good.
I really
But,
don't got anything
Man, that'd be
good.
good.
Where did you go for dinner and what did you have? Like, what's the
No.
pre-match ritual
I-
kind of thing?
See,
The
like, I
pre-match.
like what
We had
Fnatic's doing,
I don't know that much
Uh,
food here in LA.
but I haven't
Here's
really
for a
gotten to
week.
see like a
I'm
lot of
eating
the
a
recent
lot of
stuff.
junk food. Yeah,
But
good food,
I
good
like that
food.
approach a
We
lot.
had chicken.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't seen
protein.
like
Big, you gotta
Got a big
Gotta get big,
enough
gotta
to
get swole.
fully
Flex
decide
room one more
like
time, you know,
what
guys,
the
so-
meta
Well, we
is.
gotta go back. The gun show
Yeah.
is over. We
I
gotta
don't
go
know
back
though.
to the
I feel like
game.
Cypher is like now completely in line with Killjoy, so it's like Killjoy's
Those are
not a
ridiculously
requirement.
large biceps.
I feel like
That
ISO
shit's just
stacks the deck
unbelievable. I don't know how the guy
very
does it.
heavily
Look,
towards your
the
attack
truth
side
is,
being
as much as he's been
overpowered.
eating,
And if you
Cloud9
can
have
make
been
it work
feasting
on defense,
Crew. They
then
just
it's
had their
worth.
way with them for an
Nice.
entire half. You mentioned
And
it was borderline perfect.
I
Just
feel like
one
Fnatic
round
figured
where
out ways
there
to
was,
make
I
it
guess,
work.
a smudge.
They
Other
got
than
the
that, it
best
was perfect.
ISO stuff for
Yeah,
sure.
the bonus round
Yeah.
was honestly the
Like,
main
I
factor.
think there's a lot of
believe. I think Crew
possibilities, but
were not
ISO needs to
able
be
recover
paired
after
with
that
another
movement, and
duelist a
honestly,
lot of the times
from
in
that
my
point on,
eyes,
Vanity, he was in the
and
flow state of calling.
because of
It's gonna
that, you're
take a
end up
miracle right
kind
now
of
for
weak
Crew
in
to
the
make this
initiator
comeback.
category.
But Cloud9 they've
and
historically been very good.
You just
at
gotta
hard
like kind
controls.
of
We've seen even in
have the
older
right
iterations, right? They kinda
leadership in a
invented their
team
own meta
to
on a
run
map like
that
this, and it
comp,
looks like they're doing that again
and I feel like they
post-Globe.
nail it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what like the best comp is though.
One alarm bar does,
I
or
think
one nano,
we're
excuse me,
done
is
with the
cleared.
days of,
Still
like,
one more to deal with.
Maybe not.
Round
The
two,
Ascent
thing goes off, you still have to
Veg
turn backside too. The
missionary
nano goes
comp,
down, so
you know, just
they
everyone
dealt
run the
with all
same
of
shit
or
for
the
fucking
second
8
round.
years.
Yeah.
There's no way that that happens again
Now
on
they
a
can
map.
focus on opposition before them.
Yeah,
Surely.
Paranoia and
I
Gecko
hope
Flash
not.
combined here would be deadly for Crew. That Paranoia connects on
Like,
it too. Still
yeah,
gets
the missionary
Gecko
comp,
Flash.
like,
Right over the top, but
like
it's
we're
he
running
who
this
walks
comp
away with the kill.
for the sake
Okay.
of.
That was a slaughter.
Doug,
Let's
how
see
does
it.
he win when he's blinded by two different
Any odds on a
characters?
comeback here?
A Paranoia on top
Give
of
it-
it.
No
He's
odds.
just
I
No,
give it
nobody
Anybody
a-
odds on that?
I'll take
We
a,
don't believe in any
give
of
it
that.
3%.
Yes, Crew have been getting absolutely
Anybody willing to put money
dominated the
down on
entire
that?
time.
Or is
Yeah,
that
no
not legal?
chance.
But he is still up there. He's having a wonderful day.
He's the only one who's up there.
Yeah, his performance today has been nothing short of immaculate. Even in this loss, how can you go positive still when you're
Wait, are you
down
allowed to
11-2?
bet on games?
That's really, yes, you're right.
In
That's actually
Valorant?
really impressive.
And
Think
the only
so.
round that Crew won, apart from this, I mean, you could include this as well, was off of his back.
You mean
heel.
like for like a viewer? Viewers are
Like-
always betting on
There has
shit.
been
No, like
much
for
more to
like
speak
for
of for
in our
Crew.
No,
position.
I wouldn't do that.
And unfortunately,
I mean,
he's
that's
not
Oh,
talking about
that's a
of
it.
course.
line-
So who would
landmine
do
right
that?
there.
Like fuck.
Will be
Like,
extremely
oh,
controlled
that's the
for
question.
Crew.
Oh no,
Both
don't do
C9
that.
and Ace
Fuck,
were
I-
gathered.
Not
I was
that.
making sure you didn't do it. Like I was saying I was
Understand
gonna
that
do it.
stack on one of the
Yeah.
Checking up on him, yeah, okay.
first in front.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thanks for asking though.
That should be able to be heard as well from the side of Cloud9, so that's why you see a little bit.
Comrade
Yeah,
in-law,
you can
thank
tell
you
what
the
idea
prime.
was for
Appreciate
them
the
too.
2
They were
months.
posted up right by the door. If the turret
Thank you,
gets in
thank you.
contact C, they flood through it and they try to fight behind them. But Crew, wise to it, decide to head back
Wait, they're actually gonna get 5 people here.
Look at where Cloud9 are already. They're a step ahead of this.
Ooh,
We're a
that's
little
my
bit
Omen
too
flash.
slow
Dude, we
into
didn't
this.
buy
It's
an
gonna be a
Omen
fast
flash.
flood with these classics. That nade does connect on the Moose.
You've got an eye backside. Shy joining in on it. The Paranoia will delay the flood
Oh.
for just a little bit longer.
can't
and
retake
then
it.
again, Oxy with 15
Oh my god,
HP.
double kill.
Sanity, not much more.
But if you're C9 here,
Maybe
would
he
you
gets
want
one
to
there.
die
That's
to get orbs,
impressive as it
or
is, but Crew
would
get
you
their
want to
third.
not give them orbs?
Yeah, it could have been scary,
died
but
to
the
the bomb.
util usage
Because
from
it's
Crew
because
is
of the
still
lead.
too
I
much for
would
Cloud9,
not.
even with the flood in effect.
Yeah, I would not give him orbs. Yeah.
Kesnet with the raise.
Because
nade,
Kesnet now
everybody
is
else
one
just
off.
Spamming away on all the
feel
players
like
that
that
are
is-
crossing that
If there's
pit.
something I've learned over these years, it's you gotta play
Ready?
to not lose
With
instead
that
of playing to
sheriff, always
win.
good for one.
The exact
Exactly.
opposite.
True. I guess so. Yeah.
But no, in this scenario, it's actually like, I actually would.
Bob Slidell, thank you so much for the
So
5
I'm-
months,
I'm
man.
trolling, though, obviously.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
The first half stomp that we saw, it was off of the bonus, and yes, it was a 2v5. I don't want to say Crew need to win this round, but
Well,
they
this is a
kinda
good
need to
question.
win this
Is
round.
coaching Valorant more
Yeah,
fun,
it's a
such
must-win
interesting
round
than
right here.
CS?
This bonus conversion would be everything for a
I
comeback.
honestly
I
don't know how
mean-
to answer that.
You tell us, Chad. I mean, you were the one coaching both teams simultaneously. This,
Yeah, you did
Oh,
both.
was I?
You're doing both games at the same time. That's
dude,
true.
I swear to God, they cut to you in one of the timeouts.
then, you know,
I saw Cash in the background.
Yeah, I just pulled up,
I
pulled
saw
up a
it.
different notepad.
I saw it in your eyes reflection. That was crazy. Dust 2.
Shit. Well, coaching both games is pretty fun. this year.
Going down early on.
I mean,
and Shy, he's not even aware.
shit.
Rooney
Whoa.
playing
Okay,
aim-labs
well.
in the backside.
What a teleport by Melzer there.
That
Give
should
me
It's the
go.
Pancada.
all about wrap things up. MTA's left alone in a 1v4. He's gotten it down to a 1v3.
Dude, I don't
So
know.
many members of Cloud9 left on the other side.
CS as a coach feels more controlled than Valorant. Like some things feel out of my control in Val.
There wasn't really much to
Do you feel like the game is
go
random?
deep down into. I mean, it was a spam
It
kill on the
definitely
Kesnet from Moose, just
feels like
understanding
it
timing,
at some points.
and Rooney just
And I
in the
think it kind of
backside,
speaks
he
for
doesn't have to
itself where
worry
there's been no
about
like
Tree
consistent
whatsoever
era of
because
dominance
he
by
has the
anyone.
moment smoke there from
Yeah.
Vanity.
Not
Or how
Thank
every
you
year
so much
there's
for
a
the prime.
new goat player.
What he did.
Thank
Got
you,
the
thank
Like
you.
one time it's 10s,
And again,
one
we
time it's
mentioned
Yay,
earlier the
one time
struggles
it's
he had
even
on map
one.
currently 15
This
and
year it's
12.
like
A night and day difference.
Woot or whatever. Or whoever
Seemingly
text
far
you.
more comfortable. And so Cloud9 again.
Well,
looking
Osboss
to
is
put
just
Crew
always
away.
the GOAT, though.
I mean,
Looking to take
Aspas is the
a
only one
save.
who's consistently been like up
Also,
there.
that's not gonna feel good.
He does get out before taking too much damage or no damage
But
at all.
I do feel like it's a bit there's a bit of randomness.
And
Like
you see the buy
just
for
by
Crew
game
too.
design.
They've got heat on a Sheriff.
How about you? So do you feel like
Can't
there's
really afford anything
randomness?
else.
I think there's randomness. More than there is in CS, for sure.
Cloud9.
But I think you
Yeah.
can also have way more impact in this game as a coach.
Oh, they're
Or
spamming
like
him.
as an
They
I
know.
agree.
Oh, he
100%.
can't connect. Kesnet.
Really? I feel like I had a lot of
He was
impact in
unaware,
CS.
but
as
he
a
still
coach.
Really?
settled at the end of the
I
day.
would say like
Crosshair was
way more
behind
impact
every
in
step
this.
of the way.
I felt like anti-stratting like
And so now
was like
Crew
a
take a
huge
step back.
thing in CS.
The round is ripe for
Like
reset.
super huge. Like the
Cloud9
rounds that you
forced to
play
divide
like
their
mattered a
attention
lot.
and divide their resources.
Bring them down.
Yeah, I understand.
If-
I'm a big anti-strat, I
Prowler
believe.
coming through. You already see some of the clove.
Yeah, I am
So let's
too.
imagine they'll be
But
going
I don't
down
know.
here
It felt like
very
the anti-strats were
Once they understand where Crew
Not
headed,
easier,
ult
but, like,
spot from Kesnet.
actually no, yeah,
There's
they're
only
just
one
easier.
target on site.
This is
He's
way
gonna
easier in
be
CS
just
to make
around the
a
bend. He
good
sacks
anti.
forward. He's been spotted. He's been dealt with. And it wasn't off the rocket, but the outcome is the same. Now Oxy looking to
Whoa.
fill in.
Yep,
Gets
man.
Oh!
third.
And it's chalked.
Oxy looking to call game.
Ah,
and he
it's
very
unlucky,
well
man.
might. Heat behind him cleans
I'd have
him
done
up.
enough, but this guy's miles
Moves into
away.
1v2 on the flank. The alarm bot will not matter. Melser and Heat left to find where he might be coming from.
Remember, on that last map, it was a 1v2
I think,
from Moose on the flank
I
as
think
well,
we'll start
but
to
this
see more
time,
consistency
Crew are ahead of
teams,
it.
though.
Melzer gets the jiggle.
Like, the problem is these past
a
like
little bit more
years, it's
damage,
always
down to
been
27
big
HP.
changes.
He's
I
saving.
think like now
Yeah.
most of the
Sure,
like
he'll live to
agents
fight
are
another
relatively
day.
balanced, so
But that
Didn't
was
change
almost
too much, is
ridiculous from Oxy, no?
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like they're
And he
only gonna
runs in
keep
with the
changing
satchel,
agents
kills
and like
3.
adding
Yeah,
new
if it wasn't
ones.
for Heat,
yeah. I mean they'll
trying to
keep
wrap
adding
around
new
backside,
ones,
who
but
knows how much
I
more
don't
value
see
Oxy
them
finds.
needing to
Oh
do
my
like a
goodness.
bigger change like they did. I guess everyone's
So crazy, but this
Zoomer
time,
brain, right? They
Crew
need to
getting
keep
the first blood.
need to keep
They're
making
gonna
it
change
interesting.
something, I promise you.
Oh, that's
I
tough.
feel like there's a pretty high level of
Sometimes the
variance in
tracking's just not
Valorant.
quite there.
Like I think
And it's oftentimes
you know,
those
like,
kills are the hardest to actually
you
get. When a
this is
player's
gonna
kinda
sound
just
fucking
not even aware
I
that
think
you're
it's
there,
gonna piss
not
people
really
off,
looking
but
at
like
you.
say like you
Doesn't
replay
have
like a
his
tournament
rifle out, all
finals,
things
like
that
you
kinda
pick
throw
one.
off
I feel like
your own gameplay.
it's like 60-40
undials
almost
you in
any
that
of them.
moment.
You pick one. Like whoever
Probably.
won, there's like a
Crew with
40%
just two
chance they would
rifles in
lose.
light armor the whole way.
Like
There's a
that's
chance we're
how
playing at
close
least
the
one
games
more
are.
round.
The players on 100 Thieves, I was
Unless
literally
Crew
fighting
fuck
with them
this.
sometimes because like they perceived the game
Ult online for
as
Rooney.
inherently random, and I
He's
felt
gonna
like
wanna fight.
that was something that was bad. Like the
Better
player
rookie than good sometimes.
cannot have that vision of the game. Like me and you are shit talking right here, like we can say this stuff, like that's fine.
Close out this
It won't
map.
affect our
Oxy with a
performance in the
vandal
server
down,
against
and they're
our
gonna go for
opponent, you know, like. But if you feel that
Rudy's
the
going in
game is
first 'cause he has
inherently
the
random
ultimate
as a
back.
professional player,
gonna
like
get
that's gonna
dropped
affect your
instantly.
decision making.
Yeah, no,
Can't
you're
use it
like
anymore.
gonna take
Oxy fall in there, he'll just
duels
get
that probably
ran
aren't
down.
as favorable.
Where is he going?
Or,
Exactly.
like just go for random shit.
Still, it's a
Yeah.
3v3. There's no safe passage to
Which
be
honestly
found. And I
does
think
work
the
out,
bigger thing
like,
here is
more
it's
often
not
than
just a
not,
3v3,
Yeah.
but it's a
feels
3v3
like.
where Cloud9
And
had 3 rifles.
I mean,
Just
I had a
after
clip
one
that
down.
went like pretty viral like early on the first
little
time I was a
advantage that
streamer
it
where
seems like they had acquired is
I
gone.
remember it.
Oh,
It was
boy.
like watching someone in like a game
Vanity
on
finds his one.
bind and they fell off of like the hookah box
But now the spike on a
inside
mad
hookah and
dash
they were
back
like
towards B.
immediately
Remember,
accurate
Bruce has the
and
rifle.
they got
Yeah.
a kill.
Has
And I was
arrived.
like, this level of accuracy
betraying his
and
position.
inaccuracy
Zephyr on
on
the swing. Shy will
movement
fall. He's
is
left
going
alone
to
on
create a
1v1.
huge
Zephyr
problem
weak.
long term with the
Just 45
variance in the
HP.
pro level of play. play.
He's gonna have to do a blue man. It becomes a 1v2. That's finally cleared out. The tap not connected.
Honestly, if I'm P right now, I'm ulting, bro. I don't give a fuck.
The swing out. He's waiting just on the other side of the turret, but he's forced out by the mosh. Now eye clear. Bullets delivered.
Dude, he's been pretty good.
That's
Oh,
what,
well
3
played.
rounds, 1.
No,
from
I
Heat
agree.
alone.
I also feel like
He
there's
played that
certain
1v1
agents that just make the game
phenomenally.
like
Zeppa,
Yeah.
like
he was
the
also doing a
change that
really
they make
good
like
job
this
trying to
neon
bait out
slide,
Heat to
like
make any type of
they made the
mistake.
character kind of
But the
worse,
trades
but at the same
back and
time like
forth, they worked in
by
Crew's favor
removing the
this
stun
time
from map
around.
control, they also made it
Vanity
they
getting
made
that
some of the
kill on
fights
door
like
gave his team a chance,
like
even
not
with the
as favorable. Like
bad
this
weapon
slide,
they had going
Luria
accuracy
9.
is like
Thank you for the
busted.
tier 1. Thank you,
Yeah.
thank
I
you.
don't feel like it has a
He's
good
cold
place
right
in this
now,
game to
18
be
and
that
12,
accurate while you're
and his
sliding.
team is down.
I just
7
think
rounds.
the game operates
There's
very
still so much that
differently
has to go so right.
with like
Yeah.
ping.
For Crew
You know,
to
like
pull
the
this
game
off.
operates for these players on the stage very
And I think
differently than it would you and I
That's something
playing
that
like a
can
North American
unfortunately
ranked
happen very
server.
quickly, and you just gotta get
And
sucker punched and
that's
realize,
very
wait a
true.
second, how did this get away from
Gunfights
us?
just
So
feel
maybe calling a timeout here, an
a lot
opportunity for
more
things to settle.
random
We'll
in
see
this
what their
game
plans
than
are. They have a couple
Counter-Strike.
vaults that are
Like,
available too.
it's a lot more based on like timing
they
of your
have another
jiggle
timeout
and
after
like
this as well. They
you know,
haven't
like
had to
if
use
the
anything. They had
randomness
an
of like your
11-1 half
third
on
bullet
attacking
is
side.
gonna like
I
jump
know.
up in
Really
a
be
certain
too
way.
worried.
Will your
I feel
first
like-
bullet
Yeah,
like
you're right.
there's
They don't
so
want
many weird
what they did
variables
to
and
NRG
variants in
to
the
happen to them
gunfights
right now.
themselves before
That
I
would
even
be
get to talking
absolutely
about like the
devastating.
abilities
Yeah.
and
I
the
mean,
the
actual
crazy thing
game.
is we think
Yeah.
about how this
And that's why like when
Yeah.
people want more
Crew are actually-
gunfights and
they're
less
winning in
abilities,
first kills.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if the
Winning a
game was like
considerable amount of
designed
them.
to
The
feel like
problem is they're just
Counter-Strike with
losing a ton of
gunfights.
5v4s.
Like, I don't think it was
Yeah.
designed
And
that way, with
2v5s.
that in mind.
Yeah, and that's
And I
just
feel like
not,
the more gunfights there are, the more
5v4s, yeah,
variance
5v
there
when
is.
they have the numbers
Because
advantage,
the
that's a
true,
recipe for
the
disaster.
keeper of variance in
So if they're
Valorant
able to
isn't
clean
the
that up,
gunfights,
But
it's
again, the problem
like
is,
the
it's
ability
just such a
usage.
big
Like
map
that
they're staring
is
up at this
the
point.
expert skill level in my
It is
eyes in
good that they're
Valorant.
seeing some signs
Yeah,
of
the
life
mechanics
going
of
into
the
that map three,
gunfights,
though, even if they lose
There
this
seems
map,
to be a ceiling that like a
because you're
lot
right,
of these pro
that
players can
defensive
hit.
side was
Obviously, I'm not gonna ever hit
abysmal.
it, but like someone like Tens or someone like
especially
like
with the
something when you
advantages
watch
that
them
they
G,
accumulated
like
early on.
their aim is like
Cloud9 with full rifles, light
it's
armor on
close to the
everyone, but
same.
3
Like
ults to play around.
their
Yeah,
time to kill is all very
It
close to
just,
the same.
it's how they perform on their agent, like that makes
Exactly.
the difference.
Or like if they're jiggling the right thing, they're feeling in tune with the meta on timings, like
Because again, they're just one round
Yeah.
away.
I feel like I feel like the game would
slowly
benefit a
biding their
lot
time.
if the
They showed a
shooting
lot of pressure
actually
front-
mattered a bit
front
more.
feet.
Like in that,
And it's
like
gonna be
you
a
know how against
split.
CS there's the
Crew
right hand
have to play
peaks.
this with
Yeah.
surgical precision.
Like
They're
in
I
this
like
game
that.
that doesn't exist in Valorant, right?
they actually actively
might
took
be
away
just too
stuff like
much,
that.
though.
Yeah, like they should that should be like a thing that you
Yeah.
keep in
Oxy's
a
dead.
attacked FPS because it makes you
Isn't it?
think
Who comes
about
alive?
your fights more, and like it rewards you for peeking in a certain way.
Dude, Cloud9 cut
Where
their
like
losses here. They don't
you
have
know
a
which
ton of
fights
money.
favor you and which
you
ones
have to.
don't. That makes it
Yeah.
more skillful.
You have to save right here.
And also
like,
like
I get what
tightening
they're
up
saying.
the bullet spread would be
And
good
obviously
as
you
well.
buy after
Like
that.
it being so random sometimes
Crew
doesn't
right
feel
now,
very
you're-
good.
I just disagree
I don't
with
think
loads of
anything
what
that
they're
makes the
saying.
mechanics of this game easier is a good thing.
It's like the opposite of what I think.
I think-
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Not saying that like
even MTA.
I think the
he's
mechanics are
close to
too
that
easy, but just
Vipers,
watching
this is
what I
something you want
see
online for
in
these
top level
future
rank
rounds.
play, I don't think making the
A
mechanics
showstopper would
easier
be
for
great going
those
into the next as
players
well.
or
Yeah,
the players we're watching
1000%.
right now
And when
makes
you
the
think
game,
about a comeback of this magnitude,
you know, like
ults play a huge
more
part in it.
consistent
Not just
Yeah.
in being
for a
able
certain
to
outcome.
navigate what the
If anything, I think
opponent's
it
trying to
increases
do to put you
randomness.
away.
I have a
Finding
take on
success in
the
what you
armor as
do
well.
have.
I feel like the armor in this game, like,
And a lot
it's
of
pretty
teams make this
troll. Like,
mistake
it's just
when they try
HP,
to, like,
right?
make these
Yeah.
comebacks
Where, so like
Because
when
you
you
want 8%
against
damage.
them,
hard to do when
yeah.
you're in
So
such
you
a
know, like in
deficit of
MCS,
stacking too
the
many ults in the
Kevlar,
same
it
round,
basically makes
sure.
it so like
You
certain
kinda
guns do
have
less
to go
damage,
into
right?
these rounds
And
trying
aim
to get
punch and
just
shit.
one,
Yeah,
winning with
just
one.
aim punch and
Yeah.
all that.
And
I feel like
next
that
time you snowball
system
again. All of a
rewards
sudden you have
better
the team on
gunplay
an
because
eco. You don't need to
it
invest
also
much in their round,
reduces
or
the amount of
sometimes you might have
randomness,
to,
like
depending on
the
how
strength of
scrappy
like
it
these
gets.
pistols. Like like
It was
these
really cool that
these
round.
pistols,
The Heat's ultimate
along
on
with the
that fade,
abilities, are way too
combined
strong.
with
Like
Kesnet's
every
fade
round
is
is like
what
pretty
punished
dangerous.
Oxy.
There's no like
Otherwise, Oxy just
safe rounds,
gets
and
away,
then you
know,
don't
maybe
have
he
to have
takes
safe
20
rounds, but
damage,
it's
whatever.
nice
But
to
the
be
fact that
rewarded
fade
for
ultimate
playing the gun
connected,
rounds well.
the nade just one
Like in
shot.
my opinion, and the fact
That
that
was
we
after he
don't have
popped his
that
ult
in this
too.
game,
Yeah.
like it kind of like
So again, keep a close
It
eye
doesn't
on the
feel
ult.
very good
Kesnet
when you
run
like
away,
win certain
MTA
gun
run
rounds and you
away.
just lose like a guardian
Zappa's
like
also really
hero
close
by
eye
it.
having his-
Yeah,
Because
I
you
like
just,
that kind of stuff.
And he's currently caught up in this game.
I've
Like
had,
that kind
I
of
think
stuff.
all of the aspects that you don't like, or like kind of liked from CS, I love that it's different in this
Forced
game.
to
I'm
just
so
sit
glad
back.
there's no spray pan.
Wait for this double
So
control.
glad
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
I don't need, like, a
tap in
spray
and
pattern.
stuff.
And it's so suffocating and so
Yeah,
refreshed.
like even the eco rounds, I'm glad it can be like can do something.
You like the danger of every round,
Yeah,
every
yeah,
eco round
yeah, I
being like
do.
that dangerous.
Good
Yeah,
job.
but I don't think they can. I don't think they're always that dangerous. I think teams are still pretty bad at playing it.
Also baiting out that molly into tree.
But
Yeah, that's true, but I feel like it's pretty like you get a sheriff, it's like pretty it's pretty doable like most of the time.
yeah, I think that
Like
some.
if you have good aimers.
I think that some comps are good against ecos as well. Like everything with the Sovereign should be good against ecos. Same with
Yeah.
Flags. Like other
That's fair.
of it.
Everything crumbling once more.
I just wish the armor like made it so the pistols didn't do as much damage
Time is short. The paranoia is out
if it
for
was
Meltzer.
possible. Even if it was just by like a
Rooney's
small
gonna have to tank
percentage.
this volley, tank the orb.
Like getting double
So
classics
few
in the head is
options.
not like
Paranoia's gonna help, though. I
it does
think
not
they
feel
hit all
like a
three. Oh,
good
it only
thing.
Yeah, the classic's
Meltzer's
incredible.
still alive, avoiding the
Yeah, like
utility.
across, like I've had
Crew
like
gets to
some of my
7.
players die from like across the map, like to a double
Fine,
classic.
turn up my
When they have
mic.
like a
Slowly
vandal.
creeping up
And like maybe
into
that's like also their fault, but like damn.
the defaults from crew. They're
sometimes it
looking
looks
really
too
good right
easy.
now, baiting out utility, getting a read on the positioning of C9. They
So I think the way
started with
Valorant
C
works, by the way, and
but
the
they
way the
understood that
developers
C9
perceive
was
it, in my eyes,
baiting a
is
fight towards there.
they.
Okay, I change. I turn my mic a
And
bit.
this is how they
Should be
should
The one way
perceive
on
it.
C.
I kind of
And
agree with
that's why it's the
Slicky.
constant
Like
push and pull.
every gun,
What is
it's
the
not like
reaction
when you
from
pull out
Crew?
a
We're gonna
classic,
take
you
all
have
that
0%
Get the
chance, right?
showstopper.
But they
All
need to
they catch
determine
it.
like what
Yeah,
percentage,
Oxy found
like
Yeah, yeah, it's
how
loud.
many
window
percent
right there.
of the time do you
craziest
think like a
timing.
Stinger should
Dodging
win
that.
against like a Phantom,
Prowler
right?
by, like,
And
one
that
second.
number in
Yeah,
Valorant
right.
appears to
It's
be
tough.
fairly close.
But still, the
But I
split
mean, you
was
would
in
still
They got the
favor
second timeout
the
out of
better
him?
gun every
Yeah,
time.
no, it definitely has an advantage.
It definitely has an advantage. Like there is an advantage to using like the more expensive gun. You just have to like actually play to those conditions and know when you shouldn't be playing to those conditions. So I kind of like that. What I disagree with that you guys said earlier is like, you know, the game will settle down, but like that's just not how Valorant works. The game literally almost functions like a cryptocurrency with like hype cycles. Like,
Yeah,
Every-
I think the map changes also make it
Yeah.
very variable.
like every 2 months there's a huge patch to drive people into the game. There's a new agent, there's a new map. There's always going to be these cycles. There's always going to be huge changes to the economy, additions of guns, big revolutionary skins in the gaming space. That's just how Valorant operates. Like they release hype cycles to draw attention to the game. It's very different than Counter-Strike, which relies heavily on the community to like create these things with like the workshop. You know, like the community quite literally created Counter-Strike. It was a mod off of Half-Life. So
And he tends to close games
like
out on that judge
Valorant
call.
is just very different. Like how the developers operate, the number of people that they employ. Like
I think it will. I think it would chill out though. Like if you look at, because obviously they were still trying to, like it would still be like you're saying, but I think it will be like if you compare last year to the years before or whatever, like the 2 years before were crazy. We don't get as many changes now because like the majority of the agents are like relatively balanced. Like Astra Chamber, Raze, like because all of the nerfs kind of came in. Yeah, I get what you're saying. We're always gonna have that change. I just
But,
don't
like,
think it's gonna be as much.
yeah. So think about what you're saying though. You're saying like we won't get that much changes because like the agents are close. Well, that means that all the agents are viable, which means that the level of randomness on a given map has to be through the roof. If I
See,
have the
I wouldn't say
option-
that's randomness. I would say that's just like people
How's that-
exploiting stuff.
How's that not random? If you have the option to pick like 5 out of 20 characters, and I have the option to pick 5 out of 20 characters, and 5 that you choose blindly can hard counter the 5 I choose, and I don't have any vision into the 5 you choose, that is inherently random.
I get what you're saying. If it's like a hard counter, but I don't think there's many comps that like hard counter. Really.
Yeah.
And everything
Yeah,
has
This
like a
could be by
weakness.
accident as well.
Yeah, like as more agents get added, more abilities are added, interactions increase, complexity increases, like options increase. Like
And I
there's
feel like
gonna
the
be
options
alt plays that are
always
uncounterable.
Yeah, the options also open up from the map design. Like when they change like
Yeah.
something small on the map, or they even just change, they add a whole new map like Abyss. Like the teams aren't gonna be like super drilled, so then there's gonna be randomness as they figure out the meta, and just all the comps that they play.
So far, it looks like Cloud9
I feel like it still gets pretty random.
worried about every single choke.
Like through all the like the many patches they
haven't
do.
really had a read on the attacking half so far. Crew.
Like them removing Breeze like midway and adding Abyss is like and Split. Like that makes it like hard for a team to be like super dominant.
Oh yeah, that stuff's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, in addition to that, they're playing one map in League of Legends. Like in CS, there's 7 maps in the pool, but we're changing like one every like 3 years. You know, like
Yeah.
we're
It takes a long time for something to change.
Hey, chat, they're going
meanwhile,
for
in
it.
Valorant, there's 7 maps and they're
they going
constantly
for it?
changing, and there's
sometimes
new
they would do
agents, abilities changing, the gunplay is changing, there's guns added. Like, bro, there's so much shit changing.
Oh god, they're going for it. Here we go.
But Melzer, he's not really close to use this ultimate. Oh, that connects.
MTA's caught. That should be the pit. Can they keep
As we're speaking about this, I believe there is a comeback happening.
Yeah, they just got
Yeah,
all
this
in
is
for this round.
actually happening. Like, what the fuck?
Any odds? Any takers yet?
These double ults? These double ults shot? They got
Oh, he would have been fine.
Pushing Vanity back, 18 HP. It's all
The
on him
Deuce
now.
Meister.
Oh, he would have got a half.
Under control.
Oh, they use Fischl into it as well. Hey, maybe it's actually happening.
And my chat was saying the 12-5 curse, the energy curse. It's happening again.
Yeah, it's back. The new one.
And the double swing.
You remember that Sonic meme about like 11-4, like it's not a safe lead? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the 12-5 is no longer a
It's
safe
not a
lead.
safe lead.
Anything is possible.
Enemy remaining.
Because they're too cold in these moments.
It was 12-4 the other day. You know, DSG. Yeah,
Oh,
they were,
really?
Yeah, they were losing 12-4.
And they're on a weird buy again. 2 sheriffs, a stinger, 2 stingers.
Jesus.
The one benefit is you take a look at the ults. And they're favoring Cloud9 here.
Yeah, that was 2 ultimates invested from KRU in that previous round. Oh, they're ready for this.
Wait, they're actually just holding this.
Players ready for this, but
Whoa! Bro, Kesnit's a god, man. He's actually saving him. There's no way they lose this. Oh!
Is this how it ends?
no way.
Is this how it ends?
Oh no.
No way.
Spotting 2, spotting all.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I was so nervous for him.
The door is shut, the spike in hand.
I was so nervous when he was taking his time there.
I know.
And if he
Couldn't have
plans
ended
here,
any better though, huh?
this Killjoy ultimate in that corner that was just
There's
peeked
one guy
from
to win this,
Cloud9,
it's
it gets
Kesnet.
almost everything.
Mr.
Find
Sultan's
a
done.
kill. He's got plenty of time to do it.
He
45
plants,
seconds.
gets a kill, he gets his ult in the 1v1.
He's taking
Oh,
his
bro,
time.
he's actually kind of
He's
owned
making the
this
right
if he
play,
goes
though.
somewhere else.
If he goes all the way back to C,
Moose
chances
is
of winning
aware right now if he
way
flanks
higher.
stairs.
His chat, he would have planted here, Killjoy goes down, and he's got to like run into a crossfire. So
Wow.
the fact that he didn't
Right
plant
play,
here
man.
is incredibly smart. This is all because he knows that they have the Killjoy, I think. Like no matter where they
Plant
put
the
it here,
shit
they
for
had
CT,
options.
Get
where he
this
would've been
first
wrecked.
kill early.
Feels like the
You have
difference
double
maker here.
satchels in your
Because
ult.
even if Kesnet's able to get away, Moose is just able to
Holy
show
fuck,
up, pop
it's
the ult,
doable.
and then what?
Oh, he might
His
get a kill
positioning
early.
here,
Pretty
Kesnet's positioning is
doable.
everything. With gun out,
Oh boy.
he's looking to be
If he kills
proactive and
Vanity,
take
it's
this
even more
fight.
doable. The
I
guy
feel
just
like-
has a fucking stinger.
And they're gonna pass right
Moose
by
needs
each
to go
other. Does he
waterfall and
hold
like
the
put his
line?
turret down, holding side
Moose is
peek or
waiting on
something.
We
the
heard
other
him.
side. He's got to creep forward. Now starting to look. There it is. One found. And
Oh,
that's
and his
ult.
teammates saw him, right? Or not?
Wait, you didn't see him.
Vanity
Wait,
with no
didn't see him,
armor,
yeah.
but he's on the hunt. And I don't think
Oh,
Kesnet
wow.
knows. With knife out,
Oh.
he's behind him.
Oh
There's
my
the
god.
Oh
he's
my
just
god,
fucking
what's
sending
going
it.
on?
The satchel in his hand. He's
Damn, dude.
Holy fuck.
That's crazy.
Holy fuck.
to keep KRU
You
alive.
gotta be kidding me.
Vandy's probably, why the fuck is this guy satchel?
Freak of nature.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Yeah, you gotta
god.
start believing after that round for sure.
That Killjoy ultimate would get
The energy
entire site
effect,
and
bro.
limit the spots he
Fuck
can
yeah.
actually play in the post plant. What does he do? He runs all the way around to see the scenic route, as you said.
But that was so smart, not planning A when you knew they had Killjoy because of positioning.
Yeah.
My goodness. What are
Two
we
chances.
witnessing right now?
Dude, this
And
is
now there's
crazy.
another
What
fade
the fuck?
ultimate online. But it's a front B exchange, Rudy. He gets one.
Oh.
Melzer trades.
Big TP?
Yo, no.
No,
way.
he gets out.
Melzer's able to make another
Oh my god,
great
stacked.
trade. Houdini is way out of depth.
Sean Slate.
I feel like I'm way ahead of Sean for some reason.
You are ahead of me. You're definitely like lead 4.
Yeah, we're doing no spoilers.
Paranoia goes out,
Are you on the
does he
YouTube
commit?
stream?
No, my
Trying to
YouTube's
get
even
this
more
one down. They
behind.
have to try to flood
Oh
here.
no, if you
That
get the
nade is gonna
playback
hurt.
button
Vanity's
and
waiting on the
go
other side,
2x
but
speed, it'll
Ruben
catch you
his
up.
position away. Couple of bullets spamming
It's
through
like a
as
weird
Spike
glitch.
Still playing at 44 HP for MTA, and he's still
Dude, the Boombot trades it and they put
I'll delay my
Killjoy
reaction
in.
by 3 seconds.
KRU with such control here.
I'm so fast, I don't
Oh
think
boy.
Just got
Any
normal.
worse.
Dude, they keep wasting their ults as well.
Vanity on the tap, waiting for the swing.
How has this happened, actually, though, guys?
Bro,
Like,
this is absurd. I was just yapping because I thought it was over. So I was like,
Same.
okay, let me just. I was like, let me just say something.
It turned into like a podcast for a bit.
Yeah.
This is
The
I
absolutely
can't
coach
even
couch.
believe it.
and this is devastating for Cloud9.
I can't even fucking believe
that
it,
big
dude.
buffer that you had.
They
This is
actually
actually-
draw back an 11 to
The
1.
pressure is on.
Like, even if they
Oxy's
lose
feeling
them
it
here, fucking props.
in these moments.
You think if they learn from
when
us,
the
though? Like,
showstopper is
you just need
used,
one round to
you see
save all your
Oxy have
ults, and then you
poise,
can just
and
win.
he's controlled with it. This
Yeah,
time
bro, when they
jumped
used that
the gun
fish
too
ult
early,
and they were one away from the
Melzer
killjoy
was
over towards
stuck.
C.
He
Oh man.
TP's out somehow.
We have a Viper ult
If
down as
they're
a bad.
able to pull this off, you asked what we were watching earlier. If they're able to pull this
I swear
off,
this happens a lot in
this
this
would be
game
history.
where like teams think that it's
This would
okay,
be the
like they'll just
biggest
get around,
comeback
so they just kind
that
of
America's has ever seen.
just throw away rounds a little bit when they could have
They have to do
could
it
just
to
have
get
and
to
save
OT,
ults.
and then it's an entirely
Yeah.
different ballgame.
When there's 5
The
ults
paranoia
like
out, tagging onto
online,
one.
it's like
Oxy's
super
position
hard.
also
Hey, yeah,
given
you
away
can't
by the
lose.
Prowler. Oh, what a shot from Oxy.
Oh, or he can just one tap them all.
Always
Oh.
in time. Where's the trade? Can Kesnet do it? Dancing around.
Oh my god, he's so good, bro.
Looking to put him away.
He's done enough though, right?
Has the damage been enough?
I got.
Despite trying to get through, Zepp's waiting on the other side. They're gonna funnel to their death. With Shy left in a 1v2. With 54 seconds left,
No matter what, he has to open the door anyway. He's got to create the pressure that he went out of here. But
Holy
to
fuck.
make sound, I think that's it done, right?
Not understanding there's somebody.
Yeah,
in
Rooney's
hell,
got
and it's Rooney waiting on the other side. He's been surrounded. If he can find a timing
Oh.
here, though, this would be ridiculous. Can
Oh.
Shy do it again? No.
Jesus.
Dude, that's devastating, man. Okay, at least we get a
All
Haven.
that.
Better late than never, but they do it. And a look
Oh
of
my
absolute
god,
relief
dude.
Fucking
From the
hell.
side of Cloud9. Look
Jesus
at that.
Christ.
They're so happy that they
Fucking
closed that
hell.
out.
I hate
Not even
Cloud9, man.
close, I guess.
Oh my
Fuck,
goodness.
why do they do this to us?
The crew
You know,
almost
why can't they
did it.
send us to like to the
Kesnet
Sentinels
and
for
Heat
the
were on
Thieves game?
fire.
I think honestly,
No, I'm actually
as
glad
much
that they
as
brought us
things
to Haven.
ultimately
I would have
went
been
down the way
pissed as
Yeah,
fuck.
I
if they
love
lost.
a Haven, dude. I
Oh,
miss this
really? I
map
want to
so
see that
much.
Sentinels game so bad.
Oh, of course. Of
Yeah.
course.
You guys there, do not miss this last
Chat,
round.
wait.
It's gonna
Can
be
we
a
bet
banger.
on that game?
Of course you can. I mean,
Like,
I'm
us.
unemployed. Like, I'm
Like-
fine.
Like us.
Oh yeah, we can. Wait, what's actually stopping us? Nothing, right?
These two are clowns, man.
It's like a trick question. It's not a trick question, I promise. Bet subs. Well, then Twitch gets like half the money.
Okay, Chad, let me spam some ads. Dude, did I forget to stop recording? Yeah, it's recording the whole time.